Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today we get to talk about something really fun, which are the fabrics and the fashion design items I picked up while I was on my Paris trip. I know we love talking about fabrics and sewing and all that, so I think today will be a lot of fun to just sort of share. And even if you saw the video of my trip to Paris recently, I snagged a few things after that particular day. So there are some new things in this video as well. If you did miss that, it was like the trip of a lifetime for me. I mean, I went to the Louvre Couture exhibit and brought you all along with me because who doesn't want to check out those amazing gowns? And I went to the main fabric district in Paris, and it was just so overwhelmingly amazing. So if you missed that, I will leave it linked overhead and down below so that you can go check that out. Now, I have a pile of fabrics here. Like I said, a couple were in that video, but several were not. I do want to clarify one thing. If you go watch that video, you can just have a laugh at my expense because there's a portion in the video where I'm thinking that a fabric is 8 meters for 90 euro. And I think I was just so excited with fabric all around me that I was in some, euphoric state and did not use the critical thinking part of my brain at all. But basically the fabric was listed as €8.90, meaning €8.90. But even living here, I rarely see it designated that way. And a lot of the fabrics were written as, 3 meters, for example, for X amount. So between that being in my head and rarely seeing it written that way, I don't know what I was talking about. But so, just so you know, if you do get to go to the district, you're going to see that a lot. So that is what that means. But anyway, let's talk about this pile of fabrics. So these are in no particular order, just the order that I happen to pile them in. The first one was part of that video. It is a polyester silk style blend here. I just thought the colors in this were beautiful. I'm not a big polyester person, but I am a fan of pretty colors and florals, and I thought this was a great little find here. I believe this was 10 euro for 3 meters on this one, if I'm not mistaken. There were just great deals everywhere, all over the district. All right, so the next fabric is actually a fabric that I got at a store the following day. So we were actually supposed to go to a theme park that day, and it rained the whole day, so we ended up rescheduling and deciding to spend another day in the city, which honestly, neither of us were very mad about because it's such a great city to hang out in. So in doing so, I actually found another discount fabric store. It was just a solo store in an area that we were in, and almost everything I got was a max of €3 a meter. I mean, it was so ridiculously inexpensive. So I found this fabric here, which is like kind of a peachy pink and gray floral print, and I believe this is a twill. I can see the lines going through, and it's got a little stretch to it, and I do actually kind of have something in mind for this that you'll have to hear about in my plans video. All right, next up is the second fabric that was part of the original haul in the fabric district, and that is this poly chiffon. It is also kind of a pink here with it's white backdrop, I guess, but it's slightly off white, and you've got the Eiffel Tower, you've got the Champs-Élysées, lots of buildings, the Arc de Triomphe is on there. And then there are randomly a bunch of elephants and palm trees that I don't understand, but I thought it was really kitschy and fun. Maybe there's some significance to that that I don't know. So if anyone knows, is there like a famous zoo or something in Paris I don't know about? Either way, I just thought it was kind of fun. And again, very appropriate for my first purchase in the Paris fabric district. All right, so the next two fabrics are from that second store I went to on Sunday. And this is a cotton, but it feels a lot like a linen. Like the way this is blended feels very similar to a linen. It's another floral. I know, shocking for me. But again, I just kind of liked the colors. I liked the weight. I'm not sure what I'll do with this. I've kind of had a couple thoughts as to possibilities, but nothing that's stuck yet. So I'll have to keep you updated. But I like the feel, I like the weight, I like the colors. So I grabbed this floral as well. All right, and I have one more fabric here that I also purchased at that second location. And I forced myself to buy a solid color. I've said it before, I'm like a different person in the sewing room than I am in my personal aesthetic, I guess. Everything that I gravitate towards, my eye gravitates towards in fashion, is like the opposite of the fabrics that I buy. So it's something I want to try to consciously work on, but it is a forever battle. Maybe as I continue into this journey learning fashion design, maybe I'll just find out that my designer is different than my personal aesthetic. I'm not really sure, but I do have so many prints and a lot of fabrics in my stash, so I'm gonna have to sew some amount of print anyway. But going forward, I'm working on it. I'm working on being a little more cognizant to buy solids as well, which brings me to this. I think this might also be some type of twill or twill blend. It's got a little stretch in it. It's this nice charcoal, but you can see a little bit of a lighter color sort of shifting through. I thought these would be great for comfy pants. So I grabbed this, which I think was 3 meters as well. I think everything I grabbed 3 meters at that store. And like I said, I think the total I spent for everything was 24 euro for the 3 cuts that I got there. So I did really well because that is 9 meters of fabric, probably be around 10 yards maybe for 25 euro. I mean, it was ridiculous. So really happy to have this. And the next few things I want to share with you are just fashion design related and some like little extra goodies I got. Okay, first up are the books that I got at the Louvre. I talked about these very briefly in the last video, but I will share a little bit more with you here. So this is a magazine about the Louvre Couture exhibit. I'm sorry, my light is like shining awkwardly on it right now. But this was the one in English. I thought I was going to buy the big book that was in French, but I ended up swapping that for something else and getting this English book. So you can see some of the other couture, trying to get the light off of it there, some of the pieces that were in this exhibit. Now, I will tell you, in flipping through this, there are some things we somehow missed, which blows my mind because we explored every inch of that exhibit we could find and did 10,000 steps in that one exhibit alone. So I don't know where some of these things were that we missed, but I wish we had seen them, but you know, I think we saw most things. Like, I don't remember seeing this armored piece. I don't remember seeing this armored piece either. Don't remember seeing this whole page or this fabulous thing right here. Didn't see any of those. Now, I will say, it looks to me like there had to be at least a room that we somehow missed, which if you've been, you'll probably understand why. I mean, it is a massive place, but I did think we got to everything, so evidently we didn't. And or certain pieces were moved, because there was one room we were in where there was listed like a Louis Vuitton bag, I think it was supposed to be, and it definitely was not there. Like the card for it was there, but the bag was not there. So not 100% sure, but I can't imagine these really big pieces like this were taken out, or definitely not all of them. So I think we had to have missed a section somehow at the exhibit, which is a bummer, but you know what? We had such a good time. I can't be too mad. It was so inspiring to go. Now, I thought I was going to buy the big book on the exhibit in French, like I said, and I ended up getting this instead when I found it, which is Figurines de mode et stylisme, maybe something like that in French. And it is essentially a book on fashion illustration. You can see it's a thick one. And in flipping through, I just thought that this looked really, really good. It is quite detailed and thorough. Lots of pose examples, lots of examples of close-up things like feet, lots of instruction on how to draw hair in certain types of garments and things like that. And I just thought, because I'm really working towards all this right now, this will probably have more value and impact on me long-term. So I decided to swap the other book and get this and the magazine instead. I also picked up a postcard of this Dior dress. I believe this was Galliano for Dior, if I'm not mistaken. I just thought it was really pretty and nice to have some pretty fashion pictures around. I picked up this cute little tote bag with macaroons, which were one of my favorite ever desserts, to carry around my fabric and notions in, which really came in handy because I didn't bring anything really with that in mind. I picked up this overall kit for a pair of overalls I've been wanting to make. You would not believe how hard of a time I have had finding this, so grabbed that while I was there. And then last but not least, this is just some cute stuff I got that's really not fashion related. I picked up a little pin of Paris. My husband and I tend to pick up enamel pins when we travel because it's a relatively affordable thing you can grab, and we stick them on a board. So when we travel, if we see pins, we collect them, or we're big theme park people, we'll grab a pin just to sort of show our travels and going around. So we grabbed that, and then we did go to Disneyland Paris the first day after we got there, and I picked up a couple of cute little pins there, fancier ones, because we don't get that way a ton, although that brings me to a bit of an announcement to share with you in this video. So when we came back from the trip, I was so inspired. I literally came home thinking, I gotta make some more interesting, complicated stuff. It just had that impression on me. I was so awe-inspired, and it got my wheels turning and very excited again to be working at the design side of things. And really, Paris is about 4 hours drive from us right now. And so I was looking at train tickets, and actually they're fairly affordable in September. And so my husband is going to be traveling for a little bit, and I am going to go back to Paris on a quick little solo trip for either a day or two during that time, and we will go check out some more fashion stuff there. So during that trip, I would like to go to the other fabric district, but there's also another special couture exhibit going on at a different museum, and there's also a fashion museum in general. There's also the Champs-Elysees where all of the designers are. So if there's anything in particular that's related to sewing and fashion in Paris that you would like to see, definitely let me know in the comments, because I want to bring you all along. And if it's fashion and sewing related, I am happy. I'm happy to be there. So definitely let me know. And again, if you didn't see that video, the link will be down below. So I hope you enjoyed coming along for this haul. Let me know if you had any favorite fabrics, anything, again, that you would like to see on an upcoming trip. If you enjoy fashion and sewing content, definitely consider subscribing and coming along for the journey. This channel is going to be sharing the sewing related things, sharing my journey into learning fashion design, which is a big part of my life right now. So more and more of that is going to trickle in. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I always really appreciate it, and it really does help the channel out. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you soon. Bye.